Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at which option is the best as far as using the Aircraft Concierge service at the Diamond Casino and Resort in Grand Theft Auto Online. So we're covering this for a couple of reasons. Number one, right now in GTA Online, there is a ton of discounts on a lot of the aircrafts and helicopters that you can use. So it's kind of a good time to talk about it. And also, number two, this is a feature that we really haven't discussed yet, at least here on my channel. And I also want to see how it compares to some of the other concierge options. So in case for whatever reason you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you go into your master penthouse and go to the telephone, sort of near your master bedroom, you'll find that there's an option for Aircraft Concierge, and it will allow you to request a handful of helicopters. You've got the Swift Flying Bravo, Swift Deluxe, Super Volito Carbon, Volatus, Frogger, and the Maverick. So those are all your options right there. Now, when I'm recording this video, which is on Wednesday, August 28th, you'll notice that there is the discount icon and that all of them are available or could be available for $0. Well, that's because when I'm recording this video, Aircraft Concierge services are free. Now, we'll talk about the discounts in a little bit, but just keep that in mind, and also remember that today is the final day in which this is going on. So hopefully you're able to catch this video before the new set of tunables roll over tomorrow. But anyways, let's begin by looking at the vehicles and which one is the best. So let's begin with the Swift. Now, the Swift is an overall really good helicopter option. Now, there's two choices here. You have the Swift and you have the Flying Bravo version, which is $50,000 more. It's basically just a Flying Bravo green and red livery design. It's the exact same helicopter. The Swift is actually very, very fast. It's one of my favorite helicopters in the game. I feel like it's pretty easy to land. The fact that it can seat 3 other crew members or friends is great. And at least when I'm recording this video, it's really not all that expensive. $750,000 for the normal one, $800,000 for the Flying Bravo one, making it one of the cheapest options that we'll look at today. Now, our second option today is the Swift Deluxe. Now, normally, I would say the Swift Deluxe is one of the worst items that you could buy for the original price, which is over $5 million. But today, and throughout the last week, the Swift Deluxe for me is at least 50% off, $2,575,000. Now, a couple of things you need to know about the Swift Deluxe. It is slightly faster than the normal Swift. So you're not just getting a cosmetic gold paint job here. It is a tiny bit quicker. Now, whether you think that little bit of quickness is worth the extra $1 million+ you're going to have to spend, that's up to you. But it also comes with the ability to browse the internet and also drink champagne. Now, the weird thing about this vehicle is, for whatever reason, passive mode is disabled. I'm pretty sure this is just a glitch that Rockstar have never solved. I'm not sure why. But that's the Swift Deluxe right there for $2.575 million. After that, we have the Super Volito and the Super Volito Carbon. Now, the regular Super Volito right now is on sale for me for $1,056,500, where the Super Volito Carbon is $1,665,000. Now, the only difference between these two is, as it sounds, one of them is a sort of carbon fiber look, whereas the other one is a blue and white version. They both seat 4 people. There's no other special enhancements. Now, while the Super Volito is a pretty quick helicopter, I don't like it because for me it's particularly difficult to land. Now, that might just be because I am a terrible pilot in general, but I also think this applies to the vehicle itself, that it is a little bit harder to land. So just keep that in mind there, but it is on the relatively inexpensive side. The next vehicle, which I think is the overall best that you can get, is the Volatus. Added in the Finance and Felony update, it's a 4-seater helicopter for $1,147,500. So it's basically the same price as the Super Volito. It's about half the price of the Swift Deluxe and just a little bit more expensive than the Swift. But what's great about the Volatus is that it is the fastest helicopter in the game. Now, Rockstar doesn't add a lot of aircrafts, so it's not like the Volatus is competing against a lot of other vehicles, but it is the quickest helicopter in the game. And it's the quickest helicopter in the game while still maintaining the 4-seater status. So you get 4 seats, but it's also the quickest in the game. Now, the only downside of the Volatus that I have noticed is it is a little bit difficult to land when you compare it to something like the Buzzard or the Swift. Again, that just might be because I am an absolute terrible pilot, but for you, it might not be as terrible to end up landing. But the Volatus is one I would definitely end up buying. Now, the final 2 vehicles today are the Frogger and the Maverick. I would avoid buying these vehicles, especially because they just don't compete with the other aircrafts on our list today. Now, for me, the Frogger is free because I think I bought like the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, whatever that thing that Rockstar added with the GTA 5 Premium Edition was. And the Maverick is on sale for $390,000. But again, these helicopters are really not that great, so I wouldn't recommend them. So sort of a recap, I think I would choose between either the Swift or the Volatus. Those would be my 2 favorite options if I could only have one to take advantage of the Aircraft Concierge service at the Diamond Casino and Resort. Now let's compare that to some of the other Aircraft Concierge services in the game, and we'll start at the CEO office. So the CEO office allows you to get all the ones we just listed from Swift to Maverick at the casino, but it also has some additions. You can also get the Buzzard Attack Chopper, the Annihilator, Valkyrie, Savage, and 2 versions of the Cargo Bob. These versions are not available at the casino. And at first I thought it's because they were weaponized, but then I looked at the Cargo Bob. Cargo Bob's not weaponized. So maybe Rockstar was just trying to limit the more high-end, luxurious helicopters at the casino. But just know that you don't have access to your full fleet of concierge vehicles. If you want that, you would actually need to go to the CEO office in order to get all of them. Now, the CEO office also gives you access to some of the other Pegasus vehicles that you might have, whereas the Aircraft Concierge at the casino does not do that, although there's sort of separate concierge services for valet and whatnot. Today, we're just talking about the aircraft. So that is what you can get from the CEO office. Now, there's also another Aircraft Concierge service that you have if you end up owning one of the hangars. You can request one of your personal aircrafts, and this can be literally any vehicle you want that you've decided to store in the hangar. But the way this works is it isn't necessarily spawned right in front of you, unlike some of the other concierge methods, but instead is spawned at like the nearest possible location, which, could be a minute or 2 away, which is kind of inconvenient. So the next closest thing to a concierge service would be the CEO vehicles. And you do get some options in here that are different. Some are the same. Like, for example, you can choose to spawn in the Buzzard. You could also spawn in the Volatus if you wanted to. Same with the Super Velito and also the Havoc. The difference here is that even if you don't have these vehicles purchased, you can still pay a small fee like $5,000 or $10,000 and you'll be able to get one, which is quite nice. So those are your differences right there between the Aircraft Concierge services. Some other things that you might want to be aware of is it doesn't matter if the Aircraft Concierge vehicle is landing on the casino. Literally, you can land any vehicle on the helipad up top and it will allow you to go back into your master penthouse. It, of course, just won't be there if you decide to exit with another aircraft or another helicopter. Now, getting back to the original point of why I'm making this video, today is the final day of the current event week. Tomorrow is Thursday, August 29th, and with that, we are going to be getting a new set of tunables, discounts, bonuses, and sales. There's likely going to be a brand new vehicle added. I'm sure there's also going to be a new lucky wheel car. So you've only got a few more hours to take advantage of this. Luckily, it doesn't take too much time to end up buying a vehicle because these sales are quite nice and they will give you a awesome opportunity to be able to fully take advantage of the concierge service at the Diamond Casino and Resort. But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below, which of these aircrafts do you use the most? Is it the Swift? Is it the Super Velito? Is it something like the Frogger or the Volatus? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did want to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And remember to subscribe if you guys are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA 5 casino news, info, videos, and more. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.